Things I would bring up would be just my own experience. In the 15 square mile of my campaign, which was 25,000 registered voters, we knocked literally almost 15,000 doors. We had massive lists of voters from the election board. Our lists were trash. We started voting. The people weren't at the right house. They weren't the right party or this or that. I mean, and we wound up just literally going and hitting every single door in a neighborhood. We spent thousands of dollars in mailers, which a lot of them came back to us. And I mean, it was so just like, what the heck? But then to top it all off, our real issues here are not the people going in person on the day of election to the poll. It's the exorbitant amount of people that are on the roll or not going to the poll that are getting votes sent in, whether you're just on the automatic absentee list or whatever it may be. That's where the real issues are. That's where you see these mysterious things just show up.
To follow up on what you said, my observation is really the same as yours. And I've told this story before. We were going to have a sales tax vote in the city, and people just flat don't pay attention to off general election cycle voting. People don't, for the most part, do not pay attention. They don't know that there are increase in city tax votes that are coming up, or school bond elections, or school board elections, or all of these off general cycle votes. They just don't know. So we wanted to send out letters to people just saying, hey, there is a tax increase that's going to be up for a vote on this date. Make sure you put it on your calendar and research it and come to vote. A bunch of us in the neighborhood got together to stuff envelopes, post them, and send them out. We got, I want to say, a quarter of the envelopes back.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking at the time, that's nuts. Why am I getting all these things back? And plus, like you said, it's a waste of postage. That's expensive stuff. I saved them for a really long time, thinking I was going to take them to the election board and say, just for your information, these came back for me. So these are not, can't be right. But I think maybe that's part of something that we need to do. If you're a candidate and you send out something and you get a bunch back, take them to your county election board and say, hey, look at this, fan them all out and go, you need to check these voter registrations because I got all these back.
My race was in 2 different counties, and I was warned kind of, hey, you need to really get on the absentee side of your race very early. So when I went to get all that data, this is well ahead of my race. I wanted to contact all those absentee voters, send them a mail piece, knock on their door, whatever. One county election board didn't even give me the information that I asked. Never responded, never gave it to me in any capacity whatsoever. The other county election board gave me a document that was such a piece of garbage, you couldn't even get coherent information out of it. Why can I not be able to get in contact with the absentee voters? What is so hard about just giving a simple absentee list? Here's all the voters that are registered absentee in your area, in your district, and that was never produced with any kind of quality, efficiency, anything. And even after the fact, we were going to go canvass every one of the absentee votes because there was a abnormal amount of absentee votes in my race. It just doesn't seem like it's open and fair and honest with integrity. I mean, it should be pretty easy. You got a computer database, you know who all these people are. It should be pretty easy to say, okay, here's all the people in your district that voted absentee. If you want to knock their door, go ahead. Never happened. Couldn't extrapolate the data out of there. The state is pretty good at doing something when they want to actually do it. That's what it really comes down to. Do they really want to fix, do these politicians and legislators, do they really want to fix this thing if they're in control of it now? I mean, no, probably not.